Others think that maybe this heart stuff is great when there's nothing exciting like this happening. That's a time for the so-called news. Look at that if you can, my dears. Can you separate out from it enough to see what is acting there? It is clearly the mind and the programming taking control, wanting to run things. Anything to throw you off balance just enough for the mind to get control. May I suggest that the likely outcome of that is that you will be run by the mind and those most facile with it. People right now are too easy to control. We're nothing but sheeple. We're waking up from our long slumber as sheep in the field, but we have many tendencies to address before we're fully awakened. We're still pretty hypnotized, and this is not too terribly dangerous unless you think that's not you. That's when they've got you best. Do you see this? That's part of the plan, the prison without bars. Give you just enough good info, real info, to make you believe them, and it won't be long until they're in control. So, address your fears now. That's my suggestion. Spend some time sitting with them. What will this do to your thoughts, your concepts of religion? Just watch and observe. Find out what's acting there. No need to do anything about anything right now. You'd be surprised what can be gained from just sitting with this, though. Do give it a chance. And journaling is some of the best therapy there is, you know. I highly recommend it. There will be things you'll want to work through, and maybe there's no one near who you can feel comfortable to talk with this about. Who won't freak out, think you are nuts, or the like. No need for that. That doesn't help you work through it. Besides, by taking things to the journal, you are training, you are developing your relationship with higher self, encouraging intuition to bloom. And yes, of course, journal from heart. One thing is certain, when they land won't be the best time for the journal. Why not try it out now? Center in heart, set your intent for what you want before you write. Just center down, be in heart, not in fear. Then start writing. As you do so, your fear may come up, and that's quite okay. It doesn't mean you've left heart. As long as you can just watch it arising, just quietly sit with it there, you're fine. Just watch, just observe. This is part of disidentifying, of backing off from thinking that's you. Look and see if all of that fear isn't to be found in mind. And are you the mind? Then who or what has this fear? Is that you? You can watch fear without letting it pull you deeply into it. You can watch it come and go just like thoughts. Just as you can watch your thoughts passing by without thinking them. Watch as clouds of thought go floating by, doo-doo. Just passing by. You can do the same with fear. Fear is always founded on thoughts, on beliefs. Just look at those. Okay, enough, I suppose. This has certainly been an odd journal. Has an entirely different feel to me. Oh well, I write what comes. I've learned over the years how wonderful it is to just trust and go with that. Flow is best. It knows better, far better than mind, what is best. And you have this same flow available to you, each one. Like a river, it flows through heart. You're quite buoyant, my dears. It is quite fine to enter the flow. You float. One last thing then. Know that you can connect with me in heart, with all that's real. It's there for you always. I'll link you over to a journal or two that remind you more of who you are. You are the knower, my dear. You're not ignorant, like mind may think. So practice knowing what you know. Practice staying in the heart. Your guidance will flow from there. The only guidance worthy of your attention. Right in heart. Your personal channel to light. You're never without it, you know. Now, settle down in heart and don't forget, you're fine. Life is beautiful. All is for good. Source speaks through everything. And you'll be fine regardless of what happens. You're eternal. Remember, this is a hologram, dears. You and I are the creators, the co-creators. Until we find the heart and settle down there, though, we won't be doing our best creating. No fear, only love. Now, I'm going to add a PS to this journal. It is true that the government has been working with ET technology for decades now, and they are very adept at hologram projections. So do be alert and be aware that just because something appears to be real, it isn't necessarily so. The ETs have such advanced holographic technology that you can actually be watching a seen out picture and there are people interacting that you can actually walk into it and interact with it and it will respond to you. But there's a different feel to it. The vibe is the frequency is way off. It's very, very different. And you're more likely to notice this if you're in heart. Thank you.